Man, all these green lights. Hey, buddy.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Mold. There was mold. I don't think we should go out there yet. I wonder if their windows were boarded up before or afterward. What am I reconstructing?
What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here, smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
I wonder why he didn't clean it up at all.
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
I'm sorry, middle class? Middle class? Middle class? Like, I get that the house was in disrepair, but not that bad.
Charles and Sarah's wedding was painted by Sarah herself. Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way. Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer? Let's see if I can find something the cops missed. Did someone escape the fire? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Did it stop at the time of the fire? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? They had a fight. Why? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
I'm really glad to be having him along. Hey.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
But why would he grab the painting?
The lyrics of the Drunken Sailor, a sea shanty. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
I'll take that. Why are there so many books just discarded? Oop. Nice.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Oh, poor piano.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
I thought you said it was the 14th century.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting. There's something disturbing about this painting. 20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Oh, Cthulhu.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to reoccur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Anton Weller.
Locked. Locked. This door is locked. The boys' room. A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
I mean, that's fair, but sometimes kids are just being kids.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him. What was going through that boy's mind? What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment. A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller. Such an excessive dose. Either this man is a charlatan, or Sarah's condition is unlike anything I've ever seen. Perfect. This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve? Bradley? Is that you? Is anyone there?
Stop!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
You're useless,
A man was
Bradley.
hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
This door is blocked from the outside.
I'll cover you.
This door was closed earlier.
Where did he go?
It looks like an old seaway map.
Do you really think that your fugitive came in here? I don't see any way out.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. Seems like this came from a log. There must be a link with the Seaway map. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. Damnation. I can't budge these gears. I need a tool. As if the bookcase has been moved several times. Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater shore for years. Maybe he kept them for sentimental reasons.
There must be a link with the Seaway map. Doesn't work. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. Looks like it worked.
Well done, Pierce.